The food trucks are definitely blowing up. Everybody from the novice to the chef is all trying to get into a truck.
There is a food truck for everyone, no matter what kind of food you crave.
There's just so many types of food where the only place you're gonna get it, or the easiest way, or the cheapest way you're gonna get it is at a food truck. So it's really opening doors that just weren't even there before.
My name is Bo Kwan. This is Koi Fusion PDX. We are a Korean taco truck located in Portland, Oregon. The reason I started Koi Fusion is basically out of necessity. I lost my job. I was working in the architectural field, and a guy that I knew in LA actually started a company called Koji.
The beginning of the gourmet food truck industry was really with Kogi. Roy Choi, a chef, went into this truck and really put out some quality food that was unique, a Korean-Mexican fusion that nobody had seen before.
What I actually did was I flew to LA and met with the owner of Koji. He was more than helpful and showed me the ropes on what to do and what not to do.
It's Korean food and the corn tortilla, which is Mexican. So it's really combining two incredible things.
I'm gonna make one of our signature items and one of our best sellers. It's called the kalbi short rib burrito. Everyone's had a burrito, but they've never, a lot of people haven't had a Korean burrito. And so what we start out with is a little bit of our marinated rice. That's been marinated in a little bit of soy sauce and then gochujang. And my grandma makes the kimchi, which is the Korean fermented cabbage. And all you want to do is basically just give the tortilla a slight toast. Some cheese, and the rice will melt most of the cheese here. So go ahead and take some of the short rib meat. We actually pan grill it in its own juices. And so it sits on a pan and just kind of marinates in its own juice until it's pretty much dissolved off and caramelized. And we start topping it. This is a pico de gallo with avocado, homemade cabbage that we use with lots of traces of sesame oil, rice vinegar, some raw chunks of cucumber, cilantro, bean sprouts, good salsa. This is one of our secret ingredients. Give it a quick mashup. And that right there is a K Fusion K-Rito. A lot of what this truck has done to me is give me a sense of pride on my culture. I think I've been able to give the masses an opportunity to try Korean food in a little different way. And that's brought me closer to my roots.
In Austin, people are pretty picky about their food. They want everything really fresh. And the great thing about the food trucks is it's doing that for them, and it's something everybody can afford.
Another great thing about Austin is just how receptive the people are here to local products and supportive of local businesses.
And we're open for business.
What can I get ya?
We really tried to keep empanadas as a traditional street food that was pretty much grab and go.
Our process is pretty simple. The person takes the order here at the register, they write the type of empanada on the bag, and someone will grab an empanada from the warmer, toast it in our pizza oven or empanada oven, and within about 45 seconds, it's ready to go.
Such good food truck. So good.
The next step for us is that we actually distribute our product wholesale. One of the great things about our empanadas is that they can be packaged and you can find them in frozen food sections of your local grocery store.
The empanada truck is coming to your local freezer.
I like the empanada truck because I rode up here and it's sitting in the parking lot of a beer joint. Not to mention it's a great empanada and I'm about to ride and I needed something to eat.
It's been another long day with empanadas. We totally sold out of empanadas tonight here at the Whip Inn.
If you've ever thought that you just made the greatest food product, then you just feel it needs to get in people's hands.
You can do it.
With a mobile truck.
Do you like extra spicy?
No,
just mild?
Yeah.
Ringo spicy?
Yeah!
Minneapolis is certainly developing as a foodie scene. There are not a lot of mobile vendors currently on the street, so the Barrio truck is definitely one of the first trucks out there.
You know, Minneapolis is actually on the cusp of becoming a great food truck town. This is something that's going to bring people out of the buildings and bring them together.
When I saw and heard that the truck was coming down our alley today, I got really excited. So I've never had the food, so I'm very excited to taste the flavor because I've heard it's amazing.
It is definitely the next generation. They're looking for something that's not just a regular sit-down, stuffy restaurant situation.
It's a mahi-mahi taco with a Tecate beer batter, little ancho pepper. And of course the batter doesn't stick as well as it should unless you get your fingers right down there in the fryer.
So it's a different twist on tacos.
Here you go. Beer battered mahi-mahi for carnitas with salsa verde.
Wonderful. This is my very first ever fish taco, and it was amazing.
Why do you guys wear the masks?
Because they're hot and we're ugly.
You don't want to see what's behind the mask.
Hey, who's hungry? Come on up!
Chef Shack in Minneapolis, St. Paul, they go for the luxury street food. They're not just doing hot dogs. They're not just gonna, plate you up an egg sandwich. They're doing beef tongue tacos. They are amazing.
We have 2 trucks taking the treats to the street and cooking up tasty food. Both Lisa and I have over 20 years experience in fine dining. I worked for Morimoto in New York City. Lisa cooked for Greg Kuntz at Les Penas.
Luxury street food is seriously one of the coolest trends, I think, with food trucks. And then the kids from Chef Shack, they're just going above and beyond.
One of their most popular sandwiches is what they call the fancy grilled cheese with roasted tomatoes.
We have our oven-dried tomato. We slice them, take out the seeds, add a little salt, pepper, a little pinch of sugar, and fresh garlic. And we roast those in the oven for about 12 hours on a really low heat. Black diamond cheddar cheese. Let it steam for just a bit.
Yum, can I have some of that, girl?
Instead of working for other people, we decided to come up with the concept of the street food. It's grown very successful.
We love cooking. I mean, that's the whole part of it, and the joy is sharing that. And that's really the reason that we do it.
There was a pancake truck right outside of our apartment. Cannot go wrong with that.
First Friday, that's definitely ground zero.
It's busy. It's crazy busy. We're doing some work. We're doing some work now.
Oh yeah, this is what it's all about.
Definitely in Los Angeles, people are very particular about what they eat. They like everything to be made fresh, low fat, but that's not really an option here. I'm Gigi Pasquale, and this is the Buttermilk Truck in Los Angeles, California.
The cool thing about the buttermilk truck is all their big menu items have buttermilk in them, so it's really good, delicious, yummy comfort food.
The Buttermilk Truck started with the just love for the meal we call breakfast, and I wanted to be able to bring that to people morning, noon, and night.
I'm gonna stock up for tomorrow morning so I don't have to cook any breakfast.
I went to the French Culinary Institute in New York for pastries, and I also worked at Nobu and Bin 8945 under the pastry chefs there. Having your own business, I think, makes a difference. You're able to make your own recipes and kind of work with what you feel the customers want.
Excellent. Very, very good.
Top sellers at the Buttermilk Truck are the Red Velvet Pancake Bites, which I adapted from the Red Velvet cake recipe that I have.
Until you try these things, you can't even understand how great they are.
So it has buttermilk, cocoa powder, there's a little bit of vinegar in it, and we also add chocolate chips to it when it's cooking so that it kind of melts through. So we add 2 chocolate chips to each Red Velvet pancake, and that's just so the chocolate doesn't overpower the Red Velvet. Being a pastry chef, I like to use Dutch processed cocoa powder, Madagascar bourbon, vanilla. So we try to just use the best ingredients and local producers.
There was a pancake truck right outside of our apartment. Cannot go wrong with that. These are insane. They're delicious. They're really good. It's like everything I love about the world ever.
There's actually something for everyone on the streets of New York City. Across the river in Hoboken, there's even a vegan truck called the Cinnamon Snail.
I'm Adam Sobel, and I run the Cinnamon Snail truck in New Jersey, which is a vegan organic truck.
Do you make your own granola?
I do make my own granola. I'm really passionate about vegetarian and vegan food. The primary objective of our truck is really to bring our food to a wider audience and get to serve a lot of different communities, which is really fun for us.
I got some pancakes with butter from pine nuts. His food tastes amazing first, and I feel a lot more energy after I eat his food.
There's a bunch of trucks in the city that have a huge following. As far as I know, there's no one doing a vegan organic truck in the whole country. I'm making a Thai chopped salad. I start by grilling the onions. Thai marinade. While I got that going on, I'm gonna start mixing up the salad. With the truck, there's so many different intricacies that you don't have to deal with working in a regular restaurant. Finding a parking spot took me like an hour today. Pistachios, which are dehydrated with like a red chili paste. But to me, the freedoms of having a truck really outweigh the challenges. Using the grilled onions and the seasoned nuts in there, it gives the salad a more dynamic thing going on. And this truck food, that's what vegetarianism and vegan food is all about, preventing unnecessary suffering to any kind of creature.
Sushi a go-go.
Hi, I'm Kyle. I run Sushi a Go-Go with my husband Tate in Austin, Texas.
Can I get a barbecue eel roll?
I realize that, a lot of people want to eat sushi for maybe just easy lunch or snack. For that case, I think Trader Sushi works pretty good for customers.
It's just as good as in a restaurant, but $40 cheaper.
A lot of customers really appreciated that we can serve fresh sushi with a really affordable price.
I'm really touchy about my sushi, and I'm still kind of tripping out that I'm having such a great experience sushi out of a trailer for $20. Who would have thunk it?
If you think about the types of food you can get out of a food truck in Los Angeles, pretty much the sky's the limit. There really is a food truck for everyone's fancy.
I'm Danielle.
And I'm Christian, and together we run Crepes Bonaparte, home of Gaston, the French crepe truck. Our truck's name is Gaston. Why is our truck named Gaston?
Because he uses a lot of gas.
Yeah, that's right. He uses a lot of gas.
It's a big truck. And it's a fun, strong French name. It fits with his mustache.
Have you seen his mustache? We serve French crepes because we love crepes. We've been to France a few times.
And there's not a lot of places, in this area at least, that serve them similar to the way that they're served on the streets of France. It's very casual, it's street food.
We had our truck custom fitted with authentic French crepe griddles, where we actually spread out the batter, and they're imported all the way from France. I think my favorite crepe in France was a ham and cheese, but they put a blend of cheese, so I like having ham, mozzarella, and adding a little bit of feta is really good. This one's our Southwestern spice. It has chicken, grilled bell peppers, onions, mozzarella, and a chipotle sauce.
The hazelberryana is definitely the most popular.
I'll have that one.
You want to try that one? Yeah. You have 3 on wheat and 2 on white.
All right. This crepe is going to be on white flour. It's our most popular, our hazelberryana. Has fresh cut strawberries, banana, chocolate hazelnut. I like the sweet ones with the white flour. It's a little bit softer, and you're already putting chocolate in it. You might as well go all the way and have the white flour. Nice and pretty.
We'll finish these guys off with a little bit of whipped cream. And then just a sprinkle of powdered sugar.
Street food scene in LA is really, really big.
People just really like the idea of, the adventure of chasing the trucks, and you really build up a regular clientele that will come and find you no matter where you are. And so it shows that they really are a true fan.
It's so funny. My favorite customer is the one who comes up and just doesn't even see the giant sign in front of our truck and just starts ordering burritos and tacos. So.
First Friday can be a madhouse.
Sometimes there's so many people you can't even tell who's in line for what truck.
I need to know what tickets I have.
It's busy. It's crazy busy.
We're doing some work.
We're doing some work now.